Welcome to The Explainer. Today, we're diving into a really cool idea. What happens when your self-driving car doesn't just get you from A to B, but actually shows you around? Yeah, we're talking about Robo-Tours, where AI basically turns your car ride into a personal, one-of-a-kind sightseeing adventure. So let's start with a big what if. What if two of the most talked about technologies out there right now, we're talking AI and self-driving cars, what if they teamed up? Well, you get an idea that could completely change how we think about sightseeing, turning just about any car ride into a journey of discovery.
This whole concept goes way beyond just hailing a ride. It's about transforming a standard robo-taxi trip into something else entirely, a fully interactive, totally personalized adventure.
And Brian from the YouTube channel Future Aza really hit the nail on the head. He said, we get the utility of robo-taxis, but what about the fun? He thinks the next big step isn't just about replacing a driver, it's about adding a whole new, amazing layer to the experience.
The idea itself is actually pretty simple, but it's incredibly powerful. You've got the car's full self-driving system, FSD, handling all the tricky navigation. And at the same time, you have this super knowledgeable AI, in this case Grok, acting as your personal guide, telling you all about what you're seeing in real time.
So, is this just some pie-in-the-sky futuristic fantasy? Not at all. A YouTuber named Max, from the channel Robo-Rides, decided to put this to the test in, well, probably one of the most difficult driving environments on the entire planet, New York City.
Okay, so let's get into how he actually pulled this off. It's pretty amazing. First, he just sees one of those classic big red tour buses. So step 2, on a whim, he asks the car's AI, Grok, hey, can you just do that tour for me? And boom. Step 3, Grok figures out all the landmarks and just plots the whole course in the navigation. And then, for the final step, he just took his hands off the wheel and let FSD take over. I mean, a spontaneous idea became a real-life test right there on the streets of Manhattan. Now, this little experiment is way more than just a cool tech demo. It seriously cracks the door open to a whole new business model for tourism. We're talking about something that's way more personal, interactive, and just incredibly flexible. Let's see how it compares.
And this is really the key difference, right? You're trading in that fixed, one-size-fits-all route for a custom tour that's on your schedule. Passive listening to a scripted guide, that becomes an actual conversation, a one-on-one Q&A, where you can ask your AI guide whatever you want whenever it pops into your head.
And this is where the potential just explodes. Imagine this. You only pay for the specific spots you actually want to see. Maybe you pick a theme like famous movie locations. And get this, you could hop out of the car in Times Square and the AI tour guide just seamlessly continues right on your phone. It's less like a stuffy tour and more like having a super smart local friend just showing you around. And this could work literally anywhere, from a massive city to a tiny village.
But of course, none of this really matters if the tech can't handle the real world. And that brings us to the ultimate test, what Max perfectly described as a true boss battle. Can this system actually handle the pure, unpredictable chaos of New York City traffic? So, during the tour, the car gets into a situation that would make even the most seasoned New Yorker sweat. It was completely boxed in. I mean, a double-parked van on one side, a parked car right in front, and a non-stop stream of oncoming traffic. There was literally no obvious way to move.
So what did it do? Well, check this out. The car didn't just freeze up. It started by reversing on its own, just to create a little bit of breathing room. Then it calculated the exact path it needed, down to the inch, to navigate this incredibly tight squeeze. And finally, it just seamlessly merged back into the flow of traffic. This wasn't just following a map. This was complex, real-time problem solving.
And as Max said, it wasn't just that the car got out of the jam, it was how it did it. He said the car was just confident. He could see it was doing some kind of logical thinking, assessing the situation, and then executing a really complex solution all by itself. That's a huge sign of the system's maturity.
So all of this really leads us to one last big thought. If your car can be your personal tour guide, what else can it be? As AI and self-driving technology keep merging, we're not just looking at a change in how we travel, we might be witnessing a change in the very definition of what a car is.